Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to the zoo. A little install here, and I want to show you how we did it. Okay, enjoy the video. It's short but sweet. Okay, a little update here on the new system we just installed. We use the new 20,000 liter per hour, which is like 6,700 gallons an hour pump. These are DC pumps. They're absolutely amazing. They waste zero energy and they get the job done. Very, very efficient. Very, very economic. We stepped it up from 1.5 to 2 inch and put in a check valve. Now these check valves don't have any springs or anything. So there's no resistance. Basically, if the power goes out, that flapper that you see right there shuts right down and doesn't allow for the wet dry to overflow. From there, we kept on going through 2-inch pipe, as you can see here, and I'll bring it up to the top so you guys can see it better. Inside each one of the inlets, we put in ball valves, 3/4-inch ball valves, and what these 3/4-inch ball valves do is they let us regulate the flow of the water. So you can see the flow right there. Okay, each one of the tanks, these are giant tanks, might have 2 inlets. This is the overflow system, the weir, and I'll go around the back and show you how we plumb the overflows from the top tanks into the bottom tanks, so we don't have to double plumb everything. This is a big 350-gallon tank. It's got 2 weirs in it. It's 8 feet long, and as you can see, it's got 4 inlets. So there's individual underneath the tank. There's individual half-inch ball valves to control the flow. Otherwise, the bottom tanks would get all the flow, and the top tanks wouldn't get any. Okay, and you can see the flow up there, how good it is, and that tank's got to be easily 8 feet in the air. We put a ball valve on that one as well. Okay, so we can control the flow on all levels. These two on top are 150 and a 175 4-footers. I realize in the video they look smaller, and this is a giant 220 now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that black from the back. You know how much I hate the black backgrounds for Discus, because they do get dark. You can see the overflows there working flawlessly, and the intakes as well. This one's got 2 intakes with dual outlets on each one. Okay, and now from there what we did was we used the T and brought it up so that we can control the flow in the tower, the biological tower, which I showed you guys yesterday. And I mean, look at the power on this pump. Now, this green ball valve which is shut off right now is because at the end of this rack, there's going to be another 4 tanks that go all the way up to that entrance, and they're going to be about 180 gallons each, and you can see that the mess is everywhere, but the tanks are there waiting to be installed. Okay, now I'm going to go back here and show you guys how everything is plumbed, because from the rear you can see it better. The top tank is emptying out with their overflow directly into the bottom weir, and you can see the flow right there. On top of that, the weir is sucking in water. You can see the movement. Here, it's even easier to see. The top tank has dual outlets on each side, and we're emptying out into the bottom weirs. And as you can see, it can hold it without a problem. Okay? And this is the back side. This is the other tank that's wide open on top, and you can see it's got a lot more flow. Now, we don't put in the pipes that reduce the noise because, let's face it, it's noisy enough in here. We're never going to hear that water scorching down. Alright, so it doesn't bother us one bit. But basically, this system as it stands right now is 1,100 gallons altogether. And once we put in the rest, it'll be around 1,600 gallons. We're gonna do for the cleaning, this is the pipe, we already laid it out, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the ball valves with the pool hoses so that we can get into these tanks and clean them out. As you can see, they're very dirty on the bottom because we've been doing a lot of construction here. But you get an idea of how the systems are gonna work. You know what I mean? It's basically the same as these systems that are already operational. Okay, the only difference is the one I just showed you has a biological tower, and this is going to have a giant K1 media reactor, which we already strapped it in, and you can already see the water bubbling in there with the airline tubings and the hoses, actually pipes that are going down into it. Okay, as soon as the K1 media comes in, because we just ordered a cubic meter of it, we'll put this thing to work. What we did was 1,800 DCP 18,000 liter pump for the whole system, and the 10,000 just to run the K1 reactor. And this will be a neat thing to see once it's done. It's Sunday, and basically this is all I've been able to do was to put in the overflows on each one of the 20 gallons on this side, because let's face it, there's a lot of things to do and a lot of water changes to do as well. But slowly but surely we'll get the system up and running. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope this small video shows you how we do things. Sorry about the noise.